This is what it's all about.
This is the World Cup, baby! The biggest day of their entire life.
100 players, the battle bus is loaded.
It is time!
He needs to go down. He can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
Oh, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, benjyfishy and MrSavage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested.
It's already contested.
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already benjyfishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watch these guys play literally every week because they're bet there, man. All set, all right. Mongo, unfortunately, do we still know if Nitro's still alive? I mean, listen, people are dying left and right, being eliminated. MrSavage just used another shockwave grenade. He already had high ground, though. The question is, are people going to try to take it? You know that if you really want the chance to win this, you're going to have to try to take the high ground off them or have a rocket launcher to just take them out of it.
He's just so weak, and MrSavage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all benjyfishy and MrSavage in the elimination feed right now. 24 players left in this one. But 20 duos, there's almost no duos remaining, Ninja.
Right, this is all solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
MrSavage goes down.
It's up to Benji, and listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Nitro's still in the game as well. I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try. Listen, look at the materials. Not a lot left. They're only using their shadows. I think he has one build left.
Yep.
That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 total builds.
10 total builds.
He's just trying to outlast as many players as possible. Remember these placement points. We've made it into our top 10 duos. Now into our top 8. Zayt and Saf now. Zayt and Saf now on the high ground.
This game.
One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayt and Saf win written all over it. Mitro, Mongrel's duo, was all by himself from very early on, still alive in this one. 40R Storm now getting beamed. Can the North American duo of Zayt and Saf close this out? Raining down fire from up top. You see the frantic builds coming in. benjyfishy goes down.
Stupendous duo. The double snipe combination from benjyfishy and MrSavage.
Big shot right there, these double snipes, you gotta be careful. There's no standing still in a box here because you might eat one right there, they line up another.
Right.
Not quite successful that time around, but hey, all damage matters. Storm Surge, you want to be dealing damage, you cannot stay idle. There are no free passes at the World Cup.
Look what happened in game one, man. The Storm Surge claimed a lot of cooler organization. benjyfishy's gonna be down. Just saw that one off on the side. MrSavage now having to deal with a player that had engaged on him. Gonna get built above. He just needs to wait this one out here, but Benji does get cleaned up. Yeah, that was gonna be Fwexy.
And that was such a sneaky ambush right there. He used the shadow bomb, pushed up. Notice Benji was kind of over-peeking, harassing players with that sniper. You cannot hold down scope right there. He ate a shotgun to the face, and that's why Benji goes down. And I love what Savage did here. He just went for high ground. He had to immediately get out of there and leave his duo behind. So what can MrSavage do? One of the best mechanical players here today. What can he do by himself?
It's not going to be easy. Not with a lobby like this. At this point in time, he's really just looking to play the keep away game. Maybe he can pick off a player with that heavy sniper, get an elimination for himself. They only have 1 point right now, and they're nowhere near getting the placement points currently. But he's still looking to harass some players. Put some pressure on them. Now you see that half in, half out circle. Only 2 duos are going to be inside of there.
All of these duos, very, very powerhouse duos here.
Yep.
Close by right now.
4 eliminations for benjyfishy. 36 duos remaining. It's going to be a loot late circle. So some water. Players will just have to build over. Nothing that these guys can't handle. A lot of open air though. Lots of open air.
Benji's at 4 eliminations here.
He's been having a good game. They've been playing well.
Been playing very good. 4 elims.
Just the final moments, right?
This early in the game to have 4 elims is actually huge. And I love what they're doing right now, just fishing for damage because Storm Surge, you never want to be under the pressure of the Storm Surge. They know that with 50 players in the lobby, dependent on the zone, Storm Surge will activate, excuse me. So Force Takers is the perfect tool, perfect utility to have.
Can take some damage down on any of these players, getting comfortable.
Material swap right there. Back to MrSavage and benjyfishy with the minigun. The minigun's so good for pressure plays.
Spread out a few of those materials. Get ready for the potential movement. Snaking is what you would hear players often mention. They tunnel out, give themselves some coverage. You need a lot of materials for that. Then the artillery strike from up above, a new item that was added. You can build around and give yourself some defense, so really it's just waiting it out rather than having to move out of the blast area. 5 elims for MrSavage. Nyrox up above. Then you got benjyfishy in the game. 5 eliminations for him, 6 total with MrSavage's 1. Oh, there's a player in front of him. He pops up in front of him. Oh, that's so scary there, but benjyfishy is eliminated. This is the Fortnite